Hello loyal subscribers, it is me, coming to you again, this time not a video game review actually. I'm coming to you because I just watched a video from Blame Truth, who's a popular Call of Duty commentator on YouTube. He was talking about changes he'd like to see made from Modern Warfare 2 to Call of Duty Black Ops, which comes out later this year. I agree with a lot of what he said, so I'm going to go out on a quick little side note and mention some things that I think need to be changed. And I'm not just speaking like solely for me, because I know I'm not that great at Call of Duty, but there are a couple things that I think the community would like changed, and as a somewhat, I think, knowledgeable gamer myself, I think I could say a few things that might, be some worthwhile to my subscribers, just as anybody else who might watch this. There's a few things that bug me and a lot of people about the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 system that wasn't so much a problem in 4. Now, the first thing that is probably my biggest issue in the entire game is lag. Dedicated servers, as Blame Truth mentioned, would be awesome. Now, I know a lot of Europeans are going to complain about dedicated servers because if they're on American servers, it's going to be harder for them to connect, but I don't see why Americans should be punished for playing an American game. I understand that Europeans might be a little pissy that Americans get dedicated servers, but to be honest, I'd rather play only with Americans. British people only cause us lag, and Europeans, I guess I could say, really only cause us lag. And I'm not saying that I don't like Europeans, I'm just saying that I don't like them playing on our servers. So yeah, I would like to see dedicated servers, just because lag is a major issue for me, and I think that if there was no lag, that'll allow people to be better. Also, my next major issue is the idea of one-man army. One-man army wasn't that big of a problem for me in the beginning until the whole one-man army, danger close, noob tube, thumper, RPG thing started happening. Then it became an issue. I don't think that danger close and one-man armor is a good idea. I don't mind scavenger because you can actually kill them as they're running to go get more packages, but it seems like all one-man army noob tubers do is, sit in a corner and shoot off noob tubes and kill you, which is unfortunate for people who play the game legit. Another problem, and this is something I complain about a lot whenever I'm playing with my friends, and they'll agree if you ever. One of the guys who might do this show with me at some point, he plays it with me, and he'll contest to this. I absolutely hate Commando. I think it's the worst idea for a perk ever. I wouldn't mind so much if it weren't like half a mile that they could knife me from. I think Commando should be maybe a faster knife motion. I don't mind the no falling damage. I'm totally cool with that. That's still a cool idea, the no falling damage. The whole idea of this dude lunging at me like in Halo is retarded. We all know how much I hate Halo, and I don't want any of Halo in Call of Duty, and that people sitting in corners sniping, which I know is not going to change in Black Ops, but I'm just saying the maps need to be changed too. Because the all-time worst map in Call of Duty, in my opinion, is Wasteland, and that map is just a confuckery of camping. I mean, that's really all it is. Wasteland is a camper's heaven. Even if you're playing on other map types like Domination, it's still a camper's heaven. The only time it's really not is on Search and Destroy, but even then, Search and Destroy pisses me off because the defending team camps and the attacking team camps and then you have like one or two guys in each team who are moving around, and they all get killed by campers. So then the rest of the map just kind of stays with people sitting in corners until like 1 minute left, and they'll start running around killing each other. At least that's what I've seen from my experience. But even then, half the team that doesn't start running around will still sit there for the extra minute and kill the guys who start running around and doing their job. So, yeah. Also, I'm not really big into the hardcore game mode. I think it's bullshit. I think they should at least have the score and your ammo, because I don't like hardcore, but I think it'd be nice to have a hardcore, because I do play with people who only play hardcore, and then I'm forced to play hardcore, and I hate it as much as it is, but but more hardcore game modes. Like, if there's a regular core game mode for it, make a hardcore game mode for it. Hardcore capture the flag. Hardcore ground war. I mean, if people like hardcore, I can't see why, but people like hardcore, so give them more game modes. The maps gotta change too. All the maps in Modern Warfare 2 pissed me off, except for one that was Terminal, and Terminal didn't piss me off because it was a map for everybody. You had your close quarters, you had your long range situations. If you're gonna put out map packs, don't put in old maps, or at least try to make the maps you put in good, because the DLC from Modern Warfare 2 completely sucked. The only halfway decent map in that was Bailout, which grew on me, but still, I would rather them fix the game than give me new maps, because the game was still broken even with new maps. One thing I do want them to keep in is call signs and titles, mainly because they're kind of fun. I thought that was a good idea. They definitely thought that one out pretty well. Prestige challenges, stuff like that, that was fun. So they can keep those in. The ridiculous challenges they can still keep in. I mean, that it's like one of those challenges where it's really hard to get. When you get it, you're like, yes! So, I mean, those can stay in. I think that, just for the sake of people's sanity, and people still playing the game, that noob tubes in general should be removed. Noob tubes are just people's way of saying, I suck at this game, here, let me shoot a shooting grenade at you. And, yeah. Now, I know you can just simply say, oh, but all these perks you're complaining about, I mean, you can do it too. I could, but I don't want to be a bitch. FMJ, kills for gun unlocking. I get the idea of FMJ, but in Modern Warfare 2 it fails hard. I mean, FMJ doesn't really do much of anything. Like, there's very few situations where FMJs actually help me. And the fact that you need 40 kills with it to get extended mags is redonkulous. Why not just make it like 20 like everything else? Or how about let's not do it at all? I mean, seriously, the FMJ idea was really retarded. I don't know where they came up with that one. I guess they decided that apparently it would be fun to make you shoot through walls and kill people, and then give you maps where it's really hard to do it. Yeah. Get rid of the whole FMJ idea. Maybe make it a perk again like Deep Impact. I liked that one 10 times better. But don't make it a gun attachment, because it's a waste of an attachment. I know a lot of people agree with me. Some of you probably disagree with me that will watch this video. I don't care. I talk to a lot of people who have a lot of problems on the same stuff I do, so I'm not just speaking for myself here, I'm speaking for a lot of people. And I know I'm not that popular, but, you know, what are you gonna do, right? No harm continuing to try. I will give you a review here pretty soon of a new little treasure that I picked up a while ago, called Mag. It's for the PS3. It's a Call of Duty, basically a Call of Duty knockoff, but it's 10 times better than Call of Duty, for a lot of reasons. Mainly because it's, I mean, there is still like a team deathmatch type game mode, but all the game modes are pretty much objective, and that pretty much negates camping altogether for the most part. So we'll get to that game soon enough. But thanks for watching, you guys. Like, comment, subscribe.